In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet a basic beanie style hat. I'm using green so the outcome will resemble the Portland protest frog, but it could easily resemble your favorite Muppet if you swap out the green with blue or red. This frog hat will be light green because that's what I had on hand. Diameter when you finish round 3 should be about 2.5 inches. If it's smaller than that, you could remake those first few rows with a bigger hook. If it's larger than that, you could remake it with a smaller hook. I used red heart worsted, but if you're going to use a different weight of yarn like the puzzle yarn, you might have to switch hook sizes. Dollar Tree yarn might be ideal. The pattern here is on the screen, but you can also download it as a PDF from my Google Drive, print it out, and follow along that way. We'll be making a magic circle. Round 1 is 8 half double crochets in the ring. Pull the end together tight to draw it together. Slip stitch the rounds closed. Round 2 is 2 half double crochets in each stitch. That winds up being 16. The half double crochets are done in the gaps between the half double crochets of the previous row of stitches. So not in the top or the back, it is done in the gap. It took a few hours to make the example, and I don't want this tutorial to be hours and hours long. So I'm going to start each round, and then where it says pause and resume or pause and continue, then bring it back to that'll bring you back to the end of the round and show you how to finish that round. That way you'll know how to start each row and transition to the next row. I'll do that through the entire project. Round 3 is half double crochet increase, and you repeat that 7 more times to give you 24. In this pattern, we're going to refer to an increase off, and an increase just means a group of 2 half double crochets or 2 single crochets. Round 4 is 2 half double crochets, then an increase. You repeat that 7 times, giving you 32. The number of regular stitches between increases in each round will increase by 1 for the top of the hat. Round 5 is 3 half double crochets and an increase, repeated 7 times, which gives you 40 total. Round 6 is 4 half double crochets and an increase. You repeat that 7 times for 48. If you want an extra small hat, skip to round 8. Round 7 is 5 half double crochets and an increase. You repeat that 7 times for 56 stitches. For extra large, see the printed instructions. And here you can mark the round. You can either here you can either close up the round and then make individual rounds. I prefer to mark the round and start a spiral because it's just, you don't have to mess around with anything. You do a single crochet in the next stitch, then round 8 through 19 you just keep half double crocheting around and around and around, and it goes pretty fast that way. Then when you come around to your marker, I like to put the markers in every couple of rows so that I can follow the line up the side. last marker, and you single crochet in the next stitch, and then you just slip stitch and fasten it off and weave in the end. Try it on. If you think it's too short, you could easily add a row or two. You can also add a row of single crochet or crab stitch edging. I didn't show the single crochet edging. You just join the new color and continue on with one row of single crochet. At some point I gotta go do the dishes because I have done nothing but edit since I got this idea. And the only place I know of in Portland Metro where it looks like a bomb went off is my kitchen. The eyeball, I used a 3.7 millimeter hook. I started out with black yarn, but I'm using white here because you couldn't see the black. You do a magic circle. Then for round 1, you do 8 single crochet in the ring, winding up with 8 total. So the pupil is illustrated in white because you couldn't see what was going on with the black yarn. Also, if you'd like to make a more Kermit or slit-like eye, you could draw it on the white base with a permanent marker like a Sharpie and embroider or embellish that with a bit of yarn. Pull the end tight to draw that together, then slip stitch the rounds closed. Round 2, you do 2 single crochet in each stitch, leaving you with 16. At the end, on round 3, you do single crochet and then an increase all around, 24 stitches total. Then you switch to the white or ecru for the 4th round, if you started with the black. On rounds 4 through 11, single crochet in each stitch around, and I used the spiral again with this one. You can mark each round and start the spiral. Round 12, you start single crocheting 2 together and then followed by a single crochet and round, and that brings you down to about 16 stitches. I started the stuffing the eye here because it was just a lot easier to stuff it that way and then close up the hole. It was a little fiddly either way, but this just worked out better for me, so start stuffing the eye. On round 13, you single crochet 2 together and then single crochet 1, leaving you with 8. And you could try to do more single crochet 2 together, but it didn't work out very well when I tried it, so I just slip stitched to close. That part is going to be covered by the eyelid anyway. Then you fasten it off and you repeat that for a total of 2 eyeballs. Now we're on to the eyelids, and I used the 5mm hook that's the same as the body. I also used the same yarn as the body for those. You do a magic circle. Round 1 is 8 half double crochets in a ring. tight to draw it together and slip stitch it closed. Round 2 is 2 half double crochets in each stitch for 16 total. Round 3 is 3 half double crochets and an increase. Repeat 3 times. So that's 3 half double crochets and then an increase. And repeat that 3 times. Round 4 through 6 is 20 half double crochets, but you don't slip stitch it closed. Don't slip stitch it closed. When you get where you would normally slip stitch it closed for the hat base, you reverse the work and half double crochet across the row. And round 5 and 6 are worked that way, so you reverse the work and half double crochet across. Then for the optional edging, you would just crab stitch or single crochet across, fasten off. If you leave a tail on the end of that, you can use that to sew to the hat, and then you repeat the process for 2 eyelids. And okay, so then we're going to take all those things. We've got all the parts, the eyeballs, we've got the eyelids, and we've got the hat. I put the hat on, and then I kind of looked in the mirror to like jockeyed around on the hat where I wanted that eyeball. Sew it on. If you've done that, we're probably done. Thank you for solidarity with the Portland protest frog.